I wanted to share this because I think it's so important. Long time ago, I did the exercise kind of like what Leslie had us do. And I know you haven't gotten that yet, China, and I would encourage you to get it. Anyhow, I wrote down what it would be like to have $1 million. Wrote down the cars, the house, the clothes, the trips, all that kind of stuff. Didn't know what to do with it. Let it go. And then like probably about 1.5 years later, I was working as a nanny and I was like, this thing with kids is kind of a pretty big money making thing. It would be so nice to do something for kids. And the next thing I know, the Adventures of Positive Penny story unraveled. Me hearing Ansley Grace saying it's an ugly day, and me saying, but it's a beautiful day, and her deciding to do that and give me the picture. If you haven't heard that story, let me know, and I'm happy to share it with you. And I wrote my first children's book. The animals came to me. They popped in my head. And I named them Popper the donkey and Angel the cat and Sapphire the pig. Well, didn't work out then. I manifested so many cool things like Brooklyn. She was part of the Girl Scouts. She put a blast out for Girl Scouts to come and audition for the to sing on the album. And Faith Dengate ended up being one of those kids. There was actually at least 2 out of the 4 that were going through bullying. It helped them heal. The good news is, because I was like just going through the whole manifesting thing. Excuse me. If you're not seeing yourself as like, because I'm like, I want to gain weight. So when I visualize myself, I see myself gaining weight, right? So whatever it is that you need to visualize it. Every day, every day, every day, every day. The rewrites are important. But you need to visualize every day what you want your real life to look like. The best you know how at this point. Because you're building new neural networks. Okay, so anyhow, like I was working with Andrew, and all of a sudden one day I was like, I got to go down to the pool and release a bunch of stuff. And I did, and I kept doing it. It's because it manifested. I didn't realize that stuff was still there. It was stuff that I hadn't gotten to go back into yet, and release. And I started getting hungrier and eating more and more and more. This stuff works. So anyhow, but I was like, a few weeks ago, I was like, okay, God, if you want me to do something with this positive penny thing, just show me. And then my neighbor, her daughter and her grandkids were over here. And I was like, I'm just going to go say hi to these people. I haven't got to meet them yet. Went over there. I had found a Positive Penny book that day because I was doing some cleaning. I was like, I'd like to give one of these away. And we just started talking, and it just naturally flowed. I started sharing the story, sang one of the songs, and they're like, oh my God, that's so cool. Gave them the book because I'd always wanted to write the second book, It's a Beautiful Day, because the first one ended up being about social interaction and self-esteem because it just kind of fell that way together, and I wanted Penny to meet the animals. So because they say, I open my heart to what I cannot see. Well, she says, I open my heart to what I cannot see. Friends, please help me. And they come in and they help her see things in a different way. So anyhow, that night after I gave them the book, I started getting ideas. I sat down, the block was gone, and I wrote the second book to The Adventures of Positive Penny, It's a Beautiful Day. I'm telling you guys, so excited about Wednesday. That's why I want to jump in. I want to help you keep letting go. It's $100. If there's any issue, just reach out to me if you got any questions. I want to work with each of you. That's why I want it to be a small group. So let me know if you're coming. I've got some good stuff that I have come across here lately to help you guys really flip those belief systems. around money and what you're seeing in your 3D reality. So let me know. Love you. We'll talk to you later. Bye.